welcome. Oh, hello, Miss Linda. Welcome, guys. This is Ruth here. Always great to have your wonderful crafty company. So I'm going to be stamping just one sheet today. I've got a little space in the day to do this stamping, and I wanted to keep up my kind of Friday first stamping kind of experience tutorials to talk through, you know, some basic tips for stamping and some design tips as well if you are new to it. But I'm sure there are things that if you've been stamping for years, you may have to, you know, pick up some different inspiration from. So yes, it's a Christmas inspired one, and I've gone for a colour palette that to me is that kind of soft, wintry, kind of foggy day, maybe with the little lights glistening in the background, you know, the street lights on, but they're a little bit foggy, you know, that kind of misty kind of look. And I want to use something a bit funky and modern. I know I used this last night. It was on my desk and I thought, you know what, actually, I'm going to try and make this look Christmassy with the addition of some of these. I've got Stars Are Shining, and this is a stamp set that's in the mini catalogue. And so the mini, well, it was supposed to be July to December, but it's August-December catalogue. So we've got it till the end of December. And got some lovely little star elements and baubles, which I have not used yet. I'm looking forward to having a little go with that, and thought it would be nice to do a design through the middle, have my little baubles hanging off. So the idea is to create almost like a bow or a wreath, garland, that's the word I want, a garland perhaps that would be on your mantelpiece going through the middle, have my baubles hanging down, but then cut that in the middle and use that to maybe cut some tags out of. All right, so that's the plan. So because this is a photopolymer set, it is recommended that you use the stamping mats. Now, if you've got one, fantastic. If you've got two, double fantastic, because it means that you don't have to move your paper around, and they're pretty inexpensive. So I think they are worth it because, you know, they're reusable. You know, it's not like you're going to have to buy one of these every 2 years or something. I mean, these are good for a very long time. So I'm feeling like I just want to get some background in there. This is not going to be my main feature stamp. This is just going to be a bit of a background. So I'm going to use the Sahara sand to create a bit of a foundation on which I'm going to stamp the rest of the design. So hello and welcome those of you who are watching on the live. Thank you for joining me this Friday afternoon. I know I'm on a little bit early, but I have got a in-person event tonight that I need to just finish packing for, and then I need to make sure that the pizzas go in for my kids and my husband to eat before we go out, and, you know, make sure everything's all packed and ready for that. So this is a half, what I would call a half stamp. But I like to make it look a bit whole by stamping the halves together to create a cute kind of flower effect. Ooh, a bit of, don't know what I got on there then. So I'm aiming this through the kind of middle of my standard size cardstock that I have here. So in the UK this is A4, and if you are anywhere that doesn't have A4, then I think it's just called letter size. So thank you. Hi Nessa, thank you for that reminder for people to give thumbs ups. It really does help the algorithms to get me seen on YouTube. So if you enjoy this, then please do give a thumbs up, and also comment on the afterwards as well. That really does help. So let's say a quick hello. Hello Linda. Oh, life's been busy with you. Oh, hi Jan, Susan, Kathy, Nessa, Georgiana, Cindy, Denise, Freckleface. Hello Cindy, Deborah Mitchum. Lovely to see you, my Deborah. Wendy, Darlene, Sally from New Hampshire. Welcome, Minda. Navarana. I am a bit early, Claire. Yes. Hi Ellie. Hi Fred. Lovely to see you. Oh, Joanna's going away this weekend. How exciting. That's good. I'm glad you're going to have some, well, I hope you're going to have some fun, Joanna. Okay, so let's get some of these. Oh, now you see, I'm wondering whether to go for a slightly darker colour. This isn't showing up as dark as I thought it would. So I think I'm going to grab myself a bit of misty moonlight. I don't think I banked on how dark this Sahara sand was. I'm just going to see what it's like. The mist. Oh, that's better. Okay, I think I'm going to go misty moonlight. That's better because it's the smaller flowers that I actually want to have as the kind of focal points, not the brown. The brown is meant to be just the background colour. That's okay. We'll make it work. So I'm doing some stamped off and some not. Don't know what I'm going to do there now. I'll just go up there, I think. Just do one there. The danger is once you've stamped something, and you may be tempted to try and stamp exactly over the top of it, but believe you me, it's a very hard and tricky thing to do. So it's better not to pretend that you're trying to stamp directly over it. Just go with it and just stamp a whole new one. All right, so I think that's it really for that design. I'll just add another little flower there. I'll just turn that around and do another one there. Right, give that a clean. Hi, Michaela. You like the darker blue? Me too. Yes, it's a bit clearer, isn't it? Oh, my screen, the one that I'm watching, the quality is a bit low. So let me just up that a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing on my own screen. Oh, that's better. Right, so to sort of make out that that wasn't a boo-boo, I'm just going to stamp a few more blue ones around the place. There we go. See? There's no such thing as a mistake. We only have happy accidents. See? There we go. Now I am wondering now if the mint macaron is going to be dark enough. So I'm thinking I may bring in some of the Just Jade in a second. But before I do that, I'm going to stamp some of these larger leaves. Or longer leaves, I should say, not larger. Oh dear, I'm throwing things around over there. I'm also wondering, because I'm pressed for time, is there a way I can use two together? So I like doing this, creating my own stamp from 2 or 3 or 4 stamps. Right. So mint macaron, here we go. Oh yes, this is so much easier than having to stamp them all individually. So if you're pressed for time and you need to do a whole bunch of stamping, try and figure out if there is a way to group some of your stamps to cut down on the amount of time. Now this is not cheating, can I just say, this is not cheating from an artistic point of view. This is just being pragmatic, that sometimes even the best of artists don't have much time on our hands. And it doesn't take away from the artistry of what you're doing. It just means you're being clever to use the time you have wisely. So that's my excuse, and that's what I'm sticking to. There we go. Marvellous. Thoroughly enjoyed that because it was over so quickly. Right, let's get the Just Jade. And I'm wondering if I can do the same with these 2 little leaf stamps. She cuts them up and now creates her own by sticking together. I know. I'm sorry, you know, Deborah. But I think if you followed me long enough to know I do these crazy things, but you still love me. Okay, so want a bit more foliage in here. Want it nice and full and lush, as if we've made a gorgeous garland to hang on one's mantelpiece. Who's been to these garden centres and places that sell beautiful Christmas decorations? We have a fabulous place just down the road from us, and I was there probably about a month ago, and they already had their Christmas department already open with these beautiful decorations, and they had this sort of fake mantelpiece with these beautiful huge like flowers and glittered things and baubles hanging off and whatever. And I looked at what the display they'd done, and I said, that is probably worth, there's probably about, I don't know, £500 worth of decorations just sitting there, you know, to create such opulence. It did inspire me, however, to think about possibly with using our beautiful cardstock and some of maybe our glitters and things like that, or glittery items, to try and make some really beautiful paper flowers that could then be stored and brought out again year by year, and to make our own out of cardstock. And yeah, so I am thinking about that, guys, because I still haven't decided what I'm going to be filming for my 9,000 subscriber video celebration. And I wondered whether I could design 9 different either flowers or things that can be put together as part of a Christmas decor piece that would go on a mantelpiece. I have had that idea, so I'm still ruminating on it. I'm still thinking about it, and we'll see where that takes us. Okay, now I do think that I need to put some green in there. I'm going to take one of these leaves off. I don't feel I need both of those. I'm just going to stamp a couple of things around the place, like so. Okay. So sometimes you don't need the 2 of them, so it's okay just to take it off, and they're your stamps. Use them how they are. Oh, do you, Bonnie? Ah. Oh, oh my goodness, Jan, you're good. You're addressing your Christmas cards. I'm so terrible. I really am. I'm a last minute girl. But I will try and do better this year. Right. So I'm thinking that looking good. Time to bring in those baubles. Where have I put that stamp set? Did it fall down? I think it might have fallen down. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Right. So, don't want to lose that. Oop, put that back there. So we've got these fabulous baubles. Now I'm thinking I probably don't actually have space for the biggest one, so I won't use the biggest one. I think I'll just use this nice long one here, and this cute little one here. That's too big. Don't forget the dotted. Wow, I don't actually have any dotted on here. I might have to use the stars. I guess I could do the stars in So Saffron. So we're going to have starry dotted today. I think that's what we're going to go for. So I'm bringing out Misty Moonlight again. Just cleaning my hands. So, as I said, this is going to be cut through the middle, and we're going to be making tags. So I want the baubles to look as if they're hanging from my gorgeous garland here. Now, I haven't actually given myself much space. Oh, let me just... these have never been stamped with before, so I'm just giving these a bit of a press. There we go. Because when they are straight hot off the press from the manufacturers, they have a little bit of a coating on them. So sometimes it's helpful just to get rid of that before doing some stamping. Oh, aren't these adorable? Adorable dingle dangles. You know how much I love my dingle dangles. Starry dottage. Hey, oh, Bob. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, you're the second person I've heard of today in the crafty community who's got COVID. For those of you who know Denise Keppel Garrison, who's Ladybug Stamping, she's got COVID as well. So prayers, guys. Lots of prayers for you. Oh, Barb. Well, there's always an upside, isn't there? I think Barb knows what I'm talking about. There's always an upside to being in bed with COVID. Hi, Becky. Okay, so I'm just shifting that round. And I'm going to bring the big one back in. Yes. Oh, Linda's, he's still in hospital. Oh, my goodness. Right, little bauble now. Now what I could do is actually colour in these baubles with the balmy blue. So I'm still going to use that blue that I picked out. Right, now to get out the string with the bow. So whenever you need to attach this kind of stamp to a block, it is recommended that you just lay it down, you just let it fall and then pick it up, because if you try and squish it onto a block, you're very likely to bend it, so it won't be quite right. I'm just going to turn this slightly, guys, because it just makes it a bit easier for me to stamp. And I'm just trying to figure out how much ink I need on these. Gosh, I think I'm just going to have to see each one, what each one needs. Okay. Oh dear. Right. They're all at different heights, so I'm just going to have to eyeball it each time to see what I need. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. I guess some of them would be poking out from different areas. So probably best to go shorter than it is to go longer, actually. How adorable. Hi, Bobby. Thank you, Darlene. I'm very much enjoying stamping this, I have to say. And I'm regretting not using this stamp set earlier, but I'm planning to make use of it loads before Christmas this year. Now I've discovered how gorgeous it is. I think you're just going to have to approach the stamping of the strings a bit like, you know, doing a bit of fussy cutting. It's just got to be done, and enjoy the process, don't fight it. Oh no, don't need that one to be so long. You really like it. Oh, swag. That's the other word for it. Swag. Yes, it is a swag. It's very over the top, isn't it? But, you know, you can't do it at Christmas. When can you? I was talking to a girl today, actually, and she says she's already put her Christmas decorations up. So. Oh, missing 2 there. Am I missing any along the top? I don't think I am. Right, get that balmy blue pen out quickly. Is this the one? Or is this the... No, that's light knitted navy. Oh, light balmy blue. There it is. Let's see. I think, guys, I'm just going to colour these in very quickly. If you've got more time to spend colouring, then you can do a little bit of the darker on the, you know, bottom right if you want to create that kind of shadow effect. I would also say a little bit of Winker Stella probably wouldn't go amiss. Oh, there's one that I missed. I'll come back to that in a second. Try and do this quite quickly. Tell you what I might try and do is actually, I'm going to use some So Saffron to do the little goldy bits at the top. Thank you, Bobby. Gotcha. Thank you for the tip as well. The 2 tips. the monetary tip and the craft tip. So for those of you who don't know what Bobby just did, he just tipped me via YouTube. Actual money. And so if you ever fancy, for those of you who are new to my channel, if you ever fancy supporting my channel and you can't shop with me, then I do accept PayPal gift donations, and the link to that is in the description. And also some people choose to super chat me during the live, and that's lovely too. But YouTube do take a little cut. Well, they take more than a little cut, so I do offer the PayPal option as well for those of you who use PayPal. Okay, so I've just got out the, what's this, Dark Daffodil Delight, to put a bit of a golden, what's that? It's the metal bit that kind of holds, that goes onto the top of these glass baubles. I'm telling you these are glass because I want them to be glass. I do have some vintage baubles, glass baubles, and they are stunning. I love them. They tend to be plasticky, don't they, nowadays? So if you're able to get hold of some glass ones and you're able to store them, that's the trick. Just be able to store them without them breaking. Okay. I'm going to grab a light Daffodil Delight here, and I'm just going to run a little bit of yellow through some of the designs, not all, just to give a little bit of interest. Now it might turn some of these blue ones green, but that's okay. We've gone for a very bluey and greeny design, so that's okay. I know I might just leave it there and see if there's much of a difference. So let's finish off with some star dottage. We've got this lovely stamp set here that matches the star punch. So there is a punch that will cut out all these stars in one go. I'll try and get it the right way up. Makes my life a bit easier so I know which direction to stamp them in. Hi Liz. Hi Shirley. Welcome. Okay, so this is So Saffron, and this is just going to be some pretty star dottage in the background. Now what happened there? Did I over ink or something? I don't know. Thank you, guys. So hello to everybody who's watching on the replay who couldn't make it for the live, but your presence is very much appreciated. And the plan is to do a few more Christmas one sheet wonders just to give you guys a bit of inspiration for your Christmas crafts, you know, and particularly ways to do something quite quickly so that you're not spending hours over one card or one tag or whatever, but you know, you're getting on and you can make quite a few in one go. I'm just going to bring that down, straighten up my camera. There we go. Right, so now, now I'm looking at those flowers and I'm thinking I need to colour those in because I don't like them being so see-through. Just going to do some very quick scribbly colouring. I think that looks a bit better now. That's the only thing about this design, is that when you've got such sort of clear empty spaces, it can look a little bit odd when you've got stamping behind it. So don't be afraid to, you know, do what you need to do and cover it up if needs be. See, those are now standing out much better. You can see the difference between those and those. These look like they're semi-see-through, don't they? But these look much better now. Okay, that's much better. Much better. There we go. Oh, take care, Cindy. Enjoy the chiropractor. What did I forget to tell you? Sorry. Oh, I hope you're feeling good too, Liz. All right, please ask you. Please ask me the question again, because I scrolled up but I couldn't quite find it. Right, so as I said, so this is to make some tags. Now, if you want them to fit the Stampin' Up! Tag punch, you need to cut these. I think it's just under 2 inches. Just going to double check. Yeah, 2 inches is too wide. So basically it's 2 inches minus a 16th. But for us in the UK, it's sort of just under 5 centimetres. Which works out really well, actually, because our cardstock, if you cut it to just under 5 centimetres, I think you get 6 out of here. So I'm going to cut it straight down the middle, like so. Fold that, not fold it, bring it together. Oh, Bonnie, that's tricky. Okay, so I'm going to cut these at 5 centimetres minus half a millimetre. So this is a current tag punch, and this is super useful if you're into making your own tags for presents and things. Because look, one move and you can actually cut 2 of the thinner cardstock that we do out. I wouldn't recommend this if you've got thicker cardstock. Now I've just realised, because I use the alcohol pens, so I think to combat this, what I'll do is I'll design a sticker that says something like from our family and put all our names on it, because to tell you one of the things that takes up the most amount of time when it comes to Christmas in my family and giving away gifts is writing all our names out. And I have friends that literally will just put their initials, their family initials. But I've got this thing, I can't do it. Sometimes I'll just put something, love from the Magnus family or whatever. But I like to write all our names out. So I don't think it's cheating if one creates a document and stickers. I can always stick them on the back and then handwrite the name of the person or people that I'm giving a gift to. So yes, it was very vanilla card. Is that what you were asking? Yes. I wanted that kind of vintage look, so that's why I went for the very vanilla. So there you have it, guys. My first, well, I have been doing the Stampathon all year, so I probably have made some tags with the Stampathon, but these are sort of a bit of a Christmas countdown. This is my first Christmas countdown stamping that I've done. So there we go, gorgeous tags. Now, I haven't stamped the sentiments on just yet, because my tip is that you don't stamp them on until you've cut up your tags, because it's difficult to figure out where the sentiment should go before you cut it. So don't do that. Don't do that. Hello, Ivy. Lovely to see you. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. Oh, that's sad. Okay, so let's see if I do quickly do Joy to the World on these. Also, once you've actually cut them, it gives you a bit of a better idea of where to stamp. The baubles are from Stars Are Shining. Stars Are Shining. And it's in the mini catalogue, and it does have a matching star punch. And the star punch is one of those things that I would say is a really good beginner punch, because stars are really useful for all kinds of card making. Now, I know this video is kind of aimed for people who perhaps have never stamped before, so I hope I've given you some bits of information. If there's anything that you think I didn't explain well enough, please do pop it a comment into this video, and I'd be happy to answer questions. I will go through the colours that I've used and the stamp set, and yeah, if there's anything that you need help with, let me know. I do like the font of this, it's very nice. It's readable, but it's also got a little bit of a twist on it. Can you see there's like that lovely little flick on the Joy and the W there that just gives it a little bit of je ne sais quoi. Okay, fini. Right, so Stars Are Shining, and I only use those two baubles. If you stamped less flowers, you'd have more room for the other baubles. And then In Symmetry for creating the bow. Now, I may do this design again, but using a slightly different stamp set, because Christmas season is a beautiful one for creating this sort of, you know, floral arrangement type thing. So there you have it. And all I need to do is put some ribbon on there, and maybe a sticker, like I said, from the family on the back. And that's 12. No, yes, 12. You may not get as many as me, guys, in the States, because your cardstock's a little bit, it's not as long. So you may get 5 and then a strip that you can use for card making or something. But let me know, you people who do a lot of this kind of thing, let me know what the measurements are. Less flowers? Never. Thank you so much, everybody. Great to have your company. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you, hope God willing, next Monday. Lots of love and prayers for those of you who are going through some hard stuff at the moment. And I had one request for Melanie's. Melanie's going through a bit of a tricky time as well. But if anyone wants addresses of people to send cards to, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'm not into just giving out addresses willy-nilly. I get permission from people to get to get cards sent, unless it's from somebody I really, really trust and I know really well, and I want it to be a surprise for somebody. But generally, I get permission. So, right, lots of love to you all. Oh, Wendy. Yeah, you got a busy day tomorrow, Wend. Do whatever's easiest. Do whatever's easiest. Yeah. Okay. God bless everyone. Bye for now.